We have an obligation to always do what's right for the fans in Long Island. And that's what UBS Arena is all about.
We're proud to have the UBS brand associated with a historic franchise like the Islanders with the country's most state-of-the-art sports and entertainment venue.
I would never dream of building an arena without these men and women and the job they've done. And our hearts, our hats, and our commitment go off to all of you for the job done.
Kicks it to the wall for Bailey. Bailey for Nelson. Scores!
Good afternoon. Please welcome to the stage Co-Chair of the Long Island Regional Economic Development Council, Kevin Law. Acting Commissioner of Empire State Development, Hope Knight. Nassau County Executive, Laura Curran. Congressman Gregory Meeks. Senator Leroy Comrie, Senator Anna Kaplan, Senator Todd Kaminsky, Assemblymember Michaeli Solanges, CEO of the Oakview Group, Tim Lywicki, President of UBS Americas, Tom Naradle, co-founders of Sterling Project Development, Richard Brown and Jeff Wilpon. NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. Co-owner of the New York Islanders, John Ledecky. And please welcome Governor Kathy Hochul.
Good afternoon, everybody. What a great day. For those who don't know me, my name is Kevin Law, and I will be your MC today. So great to see so many of you, and it's just amazing to be in this beautiful facility. We got a great program, but as always, there's some other special guests who we would like to acknowledge, and I'm going to start off with a lot of our friends in the state Senate who helped make this happen. As Governor Hochul always mentions, you can't do anything in Albany without partners in the legislature, and the Senate was a big help here. And with us here on stage is Senator Leroy Comrie. We have Senator Anna Kaplan, Senator Todd Kaminsky, Senator John Brooks, and Senator Phil Boyle. Yes, Phil. And Senator Jim Gordon. From our friends in the New York State Assembly, including the person who represents this area, Assemblywoman Michaeli Solanges. Taylor Darling, Joe DiStefano, Michael Durso, my Assemblyman Mike Fitzpatrick, Judy Griffin, Missy Miller, Michael Montesano, Ed Ra, Doug Smith, Assemblyman Steve Stern, Assemblywoman Jody Giglio, Kimberly Jean-Pierre, and Assemblyman Keith Brown. Wow. Governor, we now have a quorum of the state legislature. So we also have some other special guests. We have the Queensborough president, Donovan Richards. Somebody who's become a dear friend and a real partner with us here, and we're in his town. And people don't realize this, but the town of Hempstead, population-wise, is bigger than the city of Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester, and Albany combined. The great town supervisor, Don Clavin. Don? We have Mayor Kevin Fitzpatrick, who's been a terrific partner from the village of Floral Park. And my friend Mayor Jeff Prime from the village of South Floral Park. Where's Jeff? All right. Thank you, Jeff. From our brothers and sisters in labor, two good friends, Matty Arasich from the Building and Construction Trades Council, and my brother from another mother, from the Long Island Federation of Labor, John Durso. Now just quickly exercise a point of privilege. I want to acknowledge somebody. I never get a chance to do this. My son Greg is here, Greg Law. And why I point that out, he's 20 years old, cutting out of class from Fordham University to be here today. We won't tell. But we need to keep the next generation here on Long Island, and we know we have the beautiful beaches, the beautiful parks, and beautiful golf courses, but it's so important to have assets like this because we need cool places for people to go and want to go, and we need that next generation to want to stay here on Long Island. We all talk about it. It's assets like this that'll help keep that generation here. So we'll call him now Generation I for the Islanders. Very good. And so our first speaker is my new partner. I've been honored by Governor Hochul to be the next chairman of the Empire State Development Corporation. I'm very honored, and thank you, Governor, for that. But the governor also appointed the next CEO and president of Empire State Development, and that is Hope Knight, who I just met the other day. She's terrific. We're going to be a great partner, a great team, get good things done for the governor and for our region and for our state. Hope Knight.
Thank you, Kevin, for that generous introduction. I could not be more excited to get to work with you as we continue to promote a vigorous and growing state economy in every corner of Empire State. And good afternoon to all of you. It's a pleasure to be here. Today is truly a great day for Long Island. The new UBS Arena is fit for a new era of New York Islanders hockey. But this is just the beginning, my friends. The broader Belmont Park redevelopment project will be a catalyst for economic development on Long Island for generations to come. What you see here today is the product of hard work and collaboration among ESD, our elected officials, and the local community advisory committee, whose goal was to provide a project that would have a positive impact on the broader Elmont community. And our productive public-private partnership is delivering significant public realm benefits to the community. 2 rehabilitated parks at Elmont Road and Hendrickson Avenue, a new LIRR Elmont train station, the first new LIRR train station in 50 years, that will benefit residents in Elmont and Long Island at large and get you to and from UBS Arena faster. But Belmont Park is much more than a world-class destination for sports and entertainment. The retail village will be a premier destination on Long Island and beyond. And I want to thank the entire ESD team, and especially Governor Hochul, for your tireless efforts that turn this vision into a reality. Scott and John, I look forward to being here in May for Game 6 that leads to the Stanley Cup coming home. Long Island, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Our next speaker, I did a virtual meeting with him last summer on Zoom, like everybody else was doing. And he was telling us how he was going to get this place done on time, on budget, in the middle of a global pandemic. It's a real miracle. He did an amazing job. Ladies and gentlemen, the head of the Oakview Group, Tim Lewicki.
We're going to try to do this as quick as we can, promise. So we have the great privilege of building 7 of these arenas right now around the world. I'm not sure if that's lunacy or privilege, but whatever it is, we're doing it. Happened to open up Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle a few weeks ago. I told the governor today the best partnership we've had, the best ability to get things done was the state of New York and ESD. So Governor and ESD, thank you so much for your partnership. You have been phenomenal and you've done everything you said you would do for Scott, John, Dewey, the Islanders, and us. Thank you. We're very grateful. We have a neighbor that's been here a lot longer than us. We've been here a day. And our neighbor is Naira and Belmont Park. So David and everybody at Naira, we're very grateful for all of you for letting us in the neighborhood. Thank you very much. Grateful to the community. We are just beginning. This is just the start of a relationship where we will use this platform to make this a better place for us all to live. Thank you for letting us into your neighborhood and being a part of your neighborhood. We'll be great neighbors. To our friends at UBS, doesn't happen without you. So Tom and all of the employees of UBS, you've wrapped your arms around this project, around the Islanders, and around this community. You're the best partner I've ever had, and we couldn't have done this without you. Thank you to the bank, to all of your employees, and for your leadership. My favorite people, the laborers, the union, the men and women that built this arena. Let's give them an outstanding round of applause. We are proud to be union, and we are proud to put 10,000 people to work. God bless the unions. Can I have the UBS team, Hank, and everybody that's working in this arena, stand up, please. These are the men and women that will now run your arena going forward. Populous, Goodrich, Value Retail, Brian, who really designed this thing. Where's Brian? Great job. To all of the people that designed this building, one of the most spectacular arenas in the world, thank you to the architectural team. To Hunt, we drove him crazy, told him we had to be in today because Lou was driving me crazy when I had to tell Lou 13 games on the road. He was not real happy, so he's just now talking to me. We are grateful to Hunt that they got us to a point where we get to have a charity event tonight to raise a bunch of money for charity and a hockey game tomorrow night and Sunday night. Thank you to everyone at Hunt for a job well done. Finally, 6 years ago, I had the good privilege of meeting with John and Dewey and Scott, and OVG and the Islanders formed a partnership. And we let everybody essentially tell us how we'd never get it done, how it wasn't going to work, how no one takes $1 billion risk and privatizes it. We got through all of it. We had great partners in the governor, in the state of New York, and ESD in the neighborhood. We had great partners in the union. We found a way to get through the greatest health crisis ever in the history of construction. And here we sit today with a building that was privately built that will change a community forever, that will finally give the Islander fans something they've been striving for 30 years, which is their home, which they deserve. And it'll be one of the busiest and most remarkable places for music anywhere in the world. We are very proud to be here in your new home and very proud tonight to open it up and begin to do tremendous things for this community with this tremendous, tremendous arena. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Tim. Our next speaker, I am just so privileged to introduce her. We became friends about 7 years ago when she became the lieutenant governor. I remember her first trip down here. We toured manufacturing plants. We went out to vineyards on the North Fork. We went to a child care center, all things that are really important to our region and to our governor. She's been the leader of all of the regional economic development councils for the last 7 years, and that's where I've gotten to know her as the co-chair of the Long Island Regional Economic Development Council. She's an amazing person. She knows government inside and out. She's been on her local town board. She's been a county clerk. She served for our esteemed, great, late Senator Patrick Moynihan. She was a congresswoman herself. Then she was the lieutenant governor. And ladies and gentlemen, the first female governor of the state of New York, my dear friend, Governor Kathy Hochul.
Thank you. Thank you, my friends. I have one word to describe this place. Wow. This is spectacular. I am a huge sports fan. I've been in plenty of arenas, and this is as good as it gets. And I want to thank everyone, the true believers who helped us write the screenplay for the 2021 edition of Miracle on Ice. You are witnessing the Miracle on Ice right here because you got it done in 2 years during a pandemic, and this, to me, my friends, is awesome. So many people to thank. First of all, Kevin Law, thank you for your leadership as head of the Long Island Association for many years, but also as our incoming chair of Empire State Development. Yes, we're going to do great things, and I have you there to make sure we never forget Long Island. So that's Kevin's job right there. Hope Knight, who has established herself as a true leader already, understands the areas we can lift up small businesses and use the power of government to help people achieve their dreams. Hope Knight, the new head of Empire State Development. And so many people that I'll be mentioning in a couple minutes, but I'm also going to do a point of personal privilege like Kevin did. I actually have, in my family, if you want to see me, you have to go to an event. My daughter, Katie, wanted to see her mom. I said, okay, you're going to come with me. We're going to open an arena. Katie Hochul, the first daughter of New York. This truly is transformative. And to see that this is now the epicenter of everything fun and cool on Long Island. It's not just about the exciting hockey games, and I love going to hockey games, but it's also the synergy that's created here with the races at Belmont Park and where the music and the entertainment that's going to go on here, the college basketball games, the eateries, the food, the environment. As you're coming out of this pandemic, and it's been a long, dark, almost 2 years, this is the place you want to come to be re-energized. And I'm so excited about all the work that went into this. And I want to mention, first of all, labor. This does not get built without the men and women of labor. And yes, we have John Durso and Maddie Aristich. You've been recognized. You're my friends. But I'm going to give a shout out to the plumbers, the teamsters, the electricians, the iron workers, the roofers, the lathers, the ushers, the carpenters, the bricklayers. You make it happen. You make it happen. And that's from the granddaughter of laborers, steel workers. I have a little bit of steel running through my veins, through my family, so I love labor. Thank you. And Tim Lewicki, I want to thank you for believing in us. You're new to us a little bit, but I have a feeling that you're going to be engaged in so many more projects in our state. We need visionaries like you who saw the potential and were able to say, I can get through this. We will get through this. And people like you, Tim, give us hope. Thank you for believing. Thank you for everyone from your fabulous company and so many others at Oakview Group. I want to give them a huge round of applause. Thank you, Tim Lewicki. Some of our fabulous elected officials here. I'm going to start with a very dear friend of mine, our fabulous county executive, Laura Curran. She made sure this got done. This was important to her. She talked to me about it all the time. Our Congressman Greg Meeks is here, fresh off of voting for important legislation that's going to help the state of New York, infrastructure, money to help families. I want to thank Greg Meeks for his friendship when we served in Congress together, but also for what he's doing even to this day. Thank you, Greg. And the president of UBS, Tom, thank you for putting your name on this facility. I think it has a wonderful ring to it. It's fantastic. To all of you at UBS, I want to thank you for having faith and believing on us as well. Tom Naratil and all of friends at UBS. John Lydecki, Scott Melkin, Jeff Wilpon, all of our friends at the Islanders. Let's give a round of applause for the Islanders. This is your new home. There we go. He shoots, he scores. And Commissioner Gary Bettman and the entire NHL. I was just at a football game last week. I got to say, NHL. This is extraordinary. This is a place that we're so proud to call the home of our beloved Islanders, because our Islanders have been somewhat wanderers for the last few years, have they not? And it's great that they came back home because their name is Islanders. It's right and fitting. And while we love Nassau Coliseum, it seemed a little constrained, a little tight. And after a pandemic, I think people are going to enjoy the elbow room, the spacious corridors, the chance to breathe a little bit, to have world-class food and experiences. So as much as we love the history of the past, this is the future. This is where the beloved Islanders belong. And this is the day we welcome them home to their brand new home. As we talk about the past and talk about the future, making history in the future, I want to mention some of the greats of the 80s who've joined us here today. All of you who are as old as I am. Who's as old as I am? Yeah, not too many. That's all right. Bob Nystrom, Butch Goring, Dennis Potkin, John Tonelli, and Clark Gillis. I want to tell you, we thank you for what you did. You brought so much attention. You were the dream team of the 80s, and we're going to recapture that magic right here, right now with this season. You know, I want to also mention the Islanders. Last summer, you made us all so proud to be New Yorkers. There was a game that was witnessed that went viral. I played it over and over. And that's when, during Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Nicole Ravi did such a beautiful rendition of the national anthem that everybody stood up and they sang along. And it was a beautiful reminder of the fact that despite the political discourse that goes on in America today, we are all united with the belief that this is an incredible country. We are all patriots. We love America. And the singing of that song sent a shot around the world and said, this is who we are. So I want to thank everyone for giving that moment to remind us that, yes, we have some differences, but we are united in one purpose and one cause, and that is to celebrate the greatness of our country. To the Islanders, you made that happen for a brief moment, and we'll never forget that. So let's give a round of applause to our Islanders once again. But I know the slogan is, made for music, built for hockey. We're going to have some fun here as well. I look forward to the many concerts. Harry Styles, John Mayer, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Who doesn't love the Trans-Siberian Orchestra at Christmas time? Genesis, the New Kids on the Block, and so much more. I focus on the fun, but also as your governor, I'm real excited about the economic impact that this is going to have. $2.7 billion, let me say that again, billion dollars of economic activity generated by the construction. $850 million in annual expected economic output. $44 million in local fiscal revenue to the county, town, state, and the MTA. $270 million in pilot payments to schools, fire districts. That's a lot of money. Let's give that a round of applause by itself there alone. That's a lot of money. Yep, we know how to spend it too. And also, how about having a brand new Elmont train station? Someone mentioned that is my lieutenant governor was just here to announce that. because this is a community that matters. You deserve to have world-class facilities and world-class transportation, the first train station built in 50 years, and we're just getting warmed up. And I did mention a few of the elected officials, but I also want to give a huge shout out to my partners in state government as well. The senators who are recognized, and you're going to hear from Senator Leroy Comrie, we're in his district, the senators and assembly members who are present here today. I want you to stand up and be recognized because you are the ones who are doing the work of the people. You show up, you come to Albany, you fight for your district, but then you come back here and you sit in the diners. I've sat in your diners with most of you, and you hear the complaints of the constituents. I'm a local elected official at heart. I want to honor you for what you've done. Let's recognize all of our senators and our assembly members, state representatives. Let's please stand up. Let's give them another round of applause. So I thank you for the privilege of being here to celebrate a whole new era in Long Island history, sports history, music history, and we're just getting warmed up, my friends. There'll come a time when we look back at this pandemic in the rearview mirror and say, how did we get through it? I'm telling you, it was the dreamers and the doers, like the people on this stage and in this audience, who never, ever gave up on this project, never gave up on Long Island, never gave up on the Islanders, and therefore they never gave up on New York. And for that, as your governor, I say thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Governor. Our next speaker is also another dear friend. She worked so hard on so many good initiatives, projects, and programs, and she helped lead this county through the pandemic. She's an amazing woman. We had a nice call the weekend after Election Day, and sometimes God opens doors and He closes doors, but she is one amazing person who did a terrific job. Ladies and gentlemen, our good friend, Nassau County Executive Laura Curran.
So let's just take a moment, amid all the fanfare and the speeches, just to take a moment to drink this moment in. This is a really big deal, Governor. I know you know that. So no longer is Long Island the land of no. We are the land of yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to keep my remarks brief, but I'm going to borrow a hockey analogy. This is a hat trick. 3 amazing things have happened. We got the first new train station in 50 years. Thank you, MTA. Thank you, Governor. We have completely stimulated the economy, as Governor Hochul has pointed out. Jobs, economic excitement, $1.5 billion of private investment right here in Nassau County. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, all of you. Of John, of course. I can't forget you, the Islanders. UBS, private investment, putting people to work, building something amazing, making life fun right here in Nassau County. That tells the whole world that this is the place to be. This is where the future is. And the third, of course, our beloved Islanders are where they belong, right here in Nassau County. So thank you to everyone who made this happen, whether you are hammering in the nails or paying for it, or you're going to work here, or you're going to skate on the ice, whatever it is, the politicians, all the elected officials that really did work together to make this happen. Thank you. I'm looking forward to coming back many times as a season ticket holder. And remember, the future is right here in Nassau County. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura, and thank you for everything you did for Nassau County. Our next speaker, just coming back from what was it, the shortest speech on record in Congress? After an 8.5-hour speech from Congress, not by him, but our dear friend who represents the area, Congressman Gregory Meeks.
The Islanders are back. Right where they belong. Let me just say this. Today's opening of this new home for the Islanders in the beautiful USB Arena marks a new beginning and truly is a testament that says the state of New York leads our great nation. And the reason why I say that is just what you heard the governor say and others. During the middle of the worst pandemic that our nation, that the world has ever seen, people didn't think it could be done. But with the greatest workers, the union workers, the greatest people, government and private sector working collectively together, they thought and they said it couldn't be done, but we're all here today as witnesses because it has been done. And this is about people. It's about bringing people together in a community where some thought that it couldn't be done. But what does it mean? Better transportation for some to get to and from work. Better development in stores and opportunities all around. Better entertainment, better opportunity. This brings us all together, and this is why this nation, I happen to run around the world as chair of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. But I can tell you, no matter where I go, no matter who I see, we know that the greatest nation that this planet has ever seen is these United States of America. So I say to John Ledecky and Scott and Jeff and all, thank you, because we do lead this nation, this state of New York. We are the standard bearers, what others will follow. And we know we're going to hear great music, great entertainment, but also we know we're going to be seeing very soon the lifting of the Stanley Cup right here on Long Island. So thank you all. This is a very great day. Thank you all.
Thank you, Congressman. As Governor Hochul mentioned before, nothing gets done in Albany without our partners in the state legislature. And representing them all today, and who also represents a portion of this property, is our dear friend, Senator Leroy Comrie.
Put it on? I'll be happy to put it on. Good afternoon, everyone. It's hard to follow Reverend Meeks, but I'm going to try. But this is a happy day. And this is a project that when I first found out about it, I was all in. And people didn't understand why I was all in, because I was technically representing part of the area, but I've been happy to talk with Naira about the need to expand and modernize Belmont Park and the need to make sure that we generate economic development in the area, and the need to have the Islanders on Long Island. The need to have the Islanders from drifting around to Barclays and Madison Square Garden to all of these other unworthy arenas. Sorry, I said it. You know, but, and I know MSG is gonna call me later, but it's all good. But you know, it's one thing I know is that Islanders fans have pride in their team and they wanted a team at their home. And as an elected official, it was incumbent upon me to work with my colleagues in government. And I have to thank my fellow colleagues, Senator Anna Kaplan, Senator Todd Kaminsky, Assemblymember Michelle Solanges, Assemblymember Clyde Burnell. They're all abutted the property, and my other colleagues in government, they were like, why are you excited about the Islanders? You've never been to a hockey game. I'm like, but it's about economic development. It's about what else this arena can bring. It's about union jobs. It was about the opportunity to build the first Long Island Railroad station in 50 years to support the project, so that, because any of you that go down the Cross Island Parkway, you know you need an alternate way to get here. So we needed to make sure that that happened. And working together with this team, that happened. So I want to thank ESD. I have to thank the ESD team, Marion Phillips and his team. I want to thank the UBS team, Hayden Mahaltis, who I've known for 5 years or more. I want to thank the unions. I want to thank the UBS arena partners. And I want to thank, I never made it to Citi Field's opening, Jeff. I never made it to, I was been working with the Wilpons since we helped, and I was honored to be a major part in helping Citi Field get rebuilt in my time in the City Council. I've been blessed to see that project happen, and now I'm very blessed to see this project happen. And I can't thank the governor and her team enough. We have a new great person that'll be running ESD and Hope Night, and I look forward to many other happy days on Long Island and throughout the state, where we can make sure that the things that we most love, the teams that we most love, the businesses that we need to support can happen here in a cooperative way with a little New York service going on in some of the project development. But that has a happy service because we are trying to make things happen to make this state the best state ever. So thank you all for being here. This is a beautiful edifice. I look forward to being here for many events and even some of the hockey games. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. Next up is our friends from UBS, Tom Naratil from UBS. Tom?
Thank you, Kevin. Governor Hochul, Congressman Meeks, County Executive Curran, Commissioner Bettman, Tim and the team at Oakview Group, John, Scott, and the entire Islanders organization. It's truly an honor to be here today for the opening of UBS Arena. Now, 18 months ago, when we announced our 20-year commitment to this endeavor, it was really incredible to see how excited our clients and our employees were. There was instant recognition from them about what it meant to be part of what is a once-in-a-generation opportunity. And that's a once-in-a-generation opportunity in the financial, the entertainment, and the sports capital of the world. Over the past year and a half, that excitement's only intensified, and today, for sure, hashtag UBS Arena is trending on social media. Now, what's become clear at every step of this experience to us is the quality, the commitment, and the passion shared by everyone that's played a role in this monumental undertaking. And I especially want to recognize, as others have, and thank the more than 10,000 construction workers and members of the skilled trades who took Tim's, Scott's, and John's vision and made UBS Arena a reality. We're really proud to be a member of this extraordinary family of partners, and we're excited that this is just the beginning of our journey together. It's a great day for UBS, it's a great day for New York, for Long Island, and for Islanders fans. On behalf of my 22,000 colleagues here in the United States, thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this. We're thrilled to see the UBS name on the world's premier sports and entertainment facility. So thank you again. Let's go Islanders.
We're so fortunate to have our next speaker here from the NHL, somebody who I met a few years ago with the governor because we wanted to get the Islanders out of Brooklyn and at least back on Long Island while this facility was being built. And with the governor's help, we got some monies that were needed to improve the old barn. for a couple of years, and then this gentleman allowed that move to happen, which generated a lot of fan interest, even more fan interest than already existed, but without him that wouldn't have happened. The NHL Commissioner, Gary Bettman.
Thank you. At an event like this, it's always difficult to follow so many great, energetic speeches and to come up with something new and interesting to say, which is why when I do events like this, I've learned not to have prepared remarks. So first of all, I want to thank UBS for putting their name on this magnificent building. It's a testament to the confidence that you have on Long Island, to the NHL, to the Islanders, and to this whole area. So thank you very much, and we're honored to be associated with UBS. Listening to the governor speak, a couple of things came to mind. First, the references to the history of Nassau Coliseum. Other than one respect, which I'll mention in a second, this building bears no resemblance to the Nassau Coliseum. This is as fine a venue as there is in the world. No detail was overlooked. As you spend more time in this building, not only will it make you feel comfortable at events, it'll make you feel special to be here because nothing was left to chance. This is a beautiful, state-of-the-art arena, and it's something that Long Island has always deserved. So thank you to OVG and Tim Lewicki for having the vision to do this, because not many people could have executed as well as you did. Now, while Tim was being introduced, there was a reference to the fact that he brought this building in on time and on budget. And he whispered to me, they couldn't be talking about me because this wasn't on budget, which is really a testament to Scott Malkin and his partners, because they spared no expense. They spared no expense in moving the Islanders between Barclays and Nassau Coliseum, operating for a number of years since the late Charles Wang sold the franchise to them. It cost them a fortune to operate this club and to build this building, but they were all in since day one, and they spared no expense. And that's why you see exactly what you see here together. And frankly, from our standpoint, we couldn't be more proud, because for as long as I've been commissioner, and we're now going on 3 decades, the Islanders have had what I'll call at best an interesting journey. Whether that journey was from venue to venue, from Nassau to Brooklyn and back again, or varying ownership groups, some, if you think of the history, much better than others. I think it's fair to say that this franchise has never been in better shape. The future has never been brighter, and it harkens back to the 80s when there were 4 Stanley Cups won in a row. This is a franchise and a building that everybody can be proud of. And also, when you think about the Islander fans, it's not surprising that they're known throughout the league as among the most passionate and the loudest anywhere in any sport. And that's where the one similarity with the Nassau Coliseum will come into play. The roof here is basically at the same height as it is at the Nassau Coliseum, because one of the things they wanted to do was to make sure that Islander fans once again made the Islanders arena the loudest in the NHL, and I think you're going to see that here as well. And finally, I do have to thank the Islander players and Lou Lamoriello, because starting with 13 games on the road is no easy feat. And I know that the players couldn't be more excited, not just to be home, but to be playing in this magnificent building. As somebody who grew up in Queens and on Long Island, I couldn't be more proud to see this great arena, to see the Islanders firmly anchored right here in Nassau County. And that's a testament, even though this was privately funded, to a great public-private partnership, because there were tons of moving pieces, any one of which could have kept this project from being a reality. But in the final analysis, everybody came together because this was and is great for Long Island. So we wish the Islanders good luck. I can't applaud every time somebody says they're going to win the Stanley Cup this year, but it's an exciting era for Long Island, and it's great to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. And our final speaker, also another dear friend. I tracked him down when he first came to Long Island after him and Scott bought the team to talk to him about all the issues and concerns we have here on the island. He has become an amazing Long Islander. He knows this region better than most Long Islanders, and he knows his customer and fan base, and he's really invested and committed to supporting so many different organizations and causes here on Long Island, in addition to owning and managing one of the best teams in NHL history, the New York Islanders. John Ledecky.
Hello, Islander Nation! Your new home is here! This is an historic day for the Islanders organization. I stand before you overwhelmed by the outpouring of support we have received since this journey began more than 2 years ago. That's the day we put the shovels in the ground. This world-class venue, UBS Arena, will be a destination for the surrounding region to take pride in. As you can see here in this magnificent lobby, and as you will see at the events this weekend, this is the first-class arena for the fans who, as Commissioner Bettman has said, deserve the best in the NHL. Congratulations, fans. When we talked to the great guys at UBS, Mr. Hull, Mr. Natterall, we talked about the fact that UBS Arena could stand as a symbol of excellence and a beacon of strength in the greater metro New York region. They committed in the middle of one of the worst pandemics in history. You guys had the guts to do it, and we thank you for doing it so much. On behalf of my partners, Scott Malkin, Dewey Shea, who's here, I'd personally like to thank our great governor, Governor Hochul. Number 57 is the uniform number she has as the 57th governor of New York. Thank you for being here, Governor, and thank you for your support throughout the whole project. I want to say a word about Scott Malkin, who's delayed on a plane, because he is the unsung hero of this project. When Dewey, Scott, and I thought about buying the New York Islanders and got permission from Charles Wang to become his partner, and he mentored us for a number of years, we thought about this, but it takes vision. And that's what we have here on this stage. That's what we have here in the audience today. We have a group of visionaries. Scott Malkin, number one on that list. Tony McAuliffe, our other college roommate, has quietly worked hard. Tom Pistori, I see in the audience, has worked so hard on behalf of Tim Lywicki, Jeff Wilpon, Richard Brown, and the great people from both Oakview Group and Sterling Project Development. Thank you, guys. We wouldn't get there without you. Listen, I can't say it enough. We have the best commissioner in all of sports. He's now the dean of all commissioners, something he doesn't like me to say, but he is the very best. Without his guidance, without the countless meetings that Scott had and that we all had with Commissioner Bettman in his office, Commissioner Bettman coming out here, Commissioner Bettman giving us all this advice and input on how to build a world-class facility, working with Tim and his team. Gary, I can't thank you enough. Without you, this doesn't happen today. Thank you so much. Now let's get to the good stuff, right? This is a monumental day. I love the folks who are in the front row, our legends, Butch Goring, Clark Gillies, Bobby Nystrom, and Captain Denny Potvin. Stand up, guys, come on. We've got a lot of surprises tomorrow night in our opening ceremony, and we want to make sure that you stay tuned because these guys are going to play a major role in it. But how about this? In that row right there, between the four of them, 16 Stanley Cup rings. I was walking through the arena and Stan Fischler, a noted historian who's flown in from Israel, noted hockey historian, flown in from Israel, he said, "John, where's the infirmary?" I said, "What do you mean, Stan? You don't feel well?" He goes, "No, I'm going to have a heart attack. I can't believe the Islanders have this great home." Stan, thank you for being here and thank you for your support throughout the years. I'm very grateful to Congressman Greg Meeks. His support has been there from the beginning. Congressman, you got on the phone with me. You gave it to me straight. You told me what we needed in the community, and hopefully we've delivered it for you. Thank you for your frankness, thank you for your bluntness, and thank you for representing the citizens of Long Island so well. We really appreciate it. You've heard from Leroy Kaplan. I love Anna Kaplan. Leroy Comrie, I love Anna Kaplan because she's wearing coordinated jersey, number 7. I love that. Todd Kaminsky, you've been a pal since the beginning. You've brought your dad to many games. Thank you so much. Representative Szilagyi, we've had great conversations. I love what you said at the train ribbon cutting. Property values in Elmont are going up. Everybody wins. That's so important for the community. We also wouldn't be here today without our friends at Empire State Development, and of course, one of my personal favorites, Nassau County Executive Laura Curran. I am sure we are going to be hearing from you again in the future, Laura. Thank you for being there throughout the process and the journey. Look, I want to close by going where I started. This is an incredible day. We walked around Barclays, we walked around Nassau Coliseum, we met with Representative and Hempstead Supervisor Clavin. We got a lot of input on what was necessary. I talked to probably 5,000 to 6,000 of you one-on-one during the journey, and you told us what you wanted. And tomorrow when these doors open for the first game of the New York Islanders, I hope we have delivered to the fans, the greatest fans in the National Hockey League. You deserve this home, and you now have it. So, a lot of speechifying here today. I'm the last you're going to have to sit through. And here's the good part, right? We all get to do a ribbon cutting. So, God bless you all for being here. God bless the National Hockey League, and God bless the New York Islanders and their great fans. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please stay seated as we cut the ribbon.
I do.